This is what my core word play session looks like for the core word yes. First of all, we want to offer a regulation buffet for the children. This helps them regulate and helps us reconnect with them. And this looks different for every child, which is why I like to offer a buffet. Some children might need a weighted blanket to feel grounded and regulated, whilst others might need some vibration. Some might like scratchy resources like this spiky massager or a scratchy brush, whilst others might prefer soft brushes or lighter massage rollers. So it's best to have everything on offer so that the child can come and choose and just see what they gravitate towards, see what they like, especially when we're learning the core word yes and no, because this is where consent starts. Because if they're non-speaking, it's really hard to give consent. So it might look like pushing away or walking away or throwing something might be their no. So we need to teach them other ways that they can say yes and no. And this is a great start. So we're going to put some calming music on and we're going to have all this available, and we're going to be using some of the tools on ourselves so that the children know what to expect. Meanwhile, modelling what we're seeing their body doing, so what they're gesturing, we're modelling yes. Yes.
Circuit time, sensory circuit time. Self-focused, calm and chill. See, breathing deeply to the beat. This song.
Now, some of the children might really be enjoying this regulation buffet and reconnecting with their adult and building that beautiful connection. They might just want to stay there. But if they're ready to move on, and it's time to start the next step, which is invitation, let's have a look at what the next stage might look like. So we've reconnected and regulated with our children, and now it's time for invitation. I like to do this with minimal speaking, and I like it to be really visual so that there's no barriers or demands on the children not to join. But again, like I said before, if they're more than happy to just stay in the regulation and connection stage, that's absolutely fine. And this invitation stage usually leads beautifully on to the shared experience session, the third step. So usually I'm inspired by whatever I want to do in the third step with this second step. In the third step we're making sandwiches, so in the second step we're going to be exploring the spreads. And modelling no and yes. Yes. We can have all of our visuals available ready for that lovely modelling for our children. Ooh. Marmite. Marmite. No. No Marmite. Ooh. Oh, honey. Oh. Honey. Yes, honey. And the children can be coming over and smelling it, putting their finger in, giving it a little taste. Maybe we pour some over the tray and watch the trails. Yes, honey. Oh, we like the honey. Yes. And then we do that with the other spreads as well, so that we've explored it. There's no pressure to eat it. There's no pressure to smell it. All we're doing is exploring it freely, hoping that the children want to join us and modelling the core words. Then this invitation stage naturally leads on to the third step, which is shared experience. So let's have a look at what that looks like. So we've had our second stage, the invitation, and now it's time for the third step, which is shared experience. By this point, the children might have gathered over and wanted to see what we're doing as we're exploring the spreads. Well, now it's time for that shared experience if they're ready. They can continue to explore the spreads if they want to, if they don't want to move on. But as adults, we're going to model the next step. So shared experience, we're going to be making some sandwiches. And again, I use minimal talking to lessen demand, make it really clear what the focus is. Spread some bread out, enough for every child, at least one each. I'm going to have one as well, and all the adults need to join in. I'm going to have all of these spreads open and available if they aren't already. Lots of smells. And they're all going to have a spreader, either a knife or a plastic knife, or an art glue spreader works really well. And we're going to be modelling chocolate spread. I can see this child over here who's really keen to get his hands on the chocolate spread. Yes, chocolate spread. I might give him a load of chocolate spread on his tray to explore and feel, and maybe spread on his sandwich. Oh, and I can see another child over here that's really keen on the Marmite. So I'm gonna help them to start spreading on their Marmite. And this child over here has started spreading himself. He's gonna do the peanut butter all by himself. Now what this teaches in a really lovely, free, child-led way is that it's not scary to be part of a group, and you can still get everything you want, and you can still have all the things that you need. But there is some turn taking here naturally, just because there's only one spread each. And they are sharing their space in that lovely group area session, but without any demand, and that's the whole idea here. This session also builds on from last week's core word, want. I want chocolate spread. Yes. Great thing about the core word is it builds on week, so the children are building on their knowledge each time, and the adults can be modelling that too. Sometimes up to 15 minutes the children can be exploring the spreads and the bread and having a taste and eating. And also if the children don't want to eat it, that's absolutely fine. That isn't the idea of this. The idea is just to be exploring alongside their peers. As I see the group coming to a natural end, I'm going to flow on to stage 4, which is ending. It's really important not to rush the ending, not to rush that transition, and to make it just as motivating and child-led as we can. Let's have a look at what that might look like. So now we've finished our step 3, our shared experience. I can see the children coming to a natural end. Now it's time to start step 4, which is ending. I don't want to rush the ending. So often we rush on to the next thing, but this is about teaching our children the skill of ending, the skill of finishing something and transitioning onto whatever's next. So for this, I often use my tidy up song. It's a predictable song. It's something we use after every activity. So it's a sound cue so the children know that something is going to come to an end, but it gives them long enough in order to process that and not rush it. This is what our ending session might look like.
It's time to tidy up, tidy up, tidy up. It's time to tidy up, let's put our things away. It's time to tidy up, tidy up, tidy up. It's time to tidy up, let's put our things away. It's time to tidy up, tidy up, tidy up. It's time to tidy up, let's put our things away.
And that is what my Rise therapy session is going to look like this week. Remember, this is a developing program, so if you give this a go, please let me know how you get on, because I can use that to inform next week's developing sessions. See you next time.